So no, before you ask, I don't sit like that. This is the first stage in getting the seats out, what I find the most simple, and that is to raise the seat up to its highest height and the furthest forwards. Then you can remove the two rear bolts for the seats. You can start the car, slide the seats back, undo the front two, unplug your plugs and remove your seats. But yeah, as you can see, this is going to be a bit of a long one, I reckon. Now what we're going to do first is we're going to do the interior, so we're going to take the seats out, do the interior carpets first of all, and then we're going to look at doing the boot if I have enough today. If not, after the boot at a separate time when I've got extra. So we're going to see if 5 litres will do a boot and a whole interior today. I'm not feeling too hopeful, so we can only see. So as you can see here, there's now a multitude of access, and we're going to use a T40 to remove this and that one for both the rear sides. Then we'll get on the front. This offers a nice little container for my seat fittings, so they'll be going in there. When you're doing the front seat, I always take the inside bolt out first. That's what was making a noise under my seat then. I've got a bottle to take out. So when you've done this one, jump over and unplug the plug for the airbag, which is just there. You push that little tab, you pull that towards you, there's the tab. Nice and quick release like that. There's only one plug as well for this car. And then you can just remove the final bolt and the seat can come out. The front seat is held in by these little nodules here anyway. There's one on either side of the front of the rail, so the seat will hold itself in without being bolted in, so just be aware of that. A nice little tug upwards and the seat will fold backwards. So I've tugged the front of the seat up, just pulled it out of these little nodules, and then the seat is now separated. The plug is off. Never try and take the seat off with the plug attached. And I can take this out now. And there we go, the seat is ready to come out. The plan of attack is to remove the car mats. I'm going to hoover all of the carpet. I'm going to remove this trim piece here and the other one on the other side. This just gives me a bit more access into here to get to the carpet. I'm not going to go and take all of the interior out. I'm going to leave the centre console. So I'm going to mask this lot through and round. I'm going to mask the plastics. The rear bench seat I'm going to take out as well, because that's where the carpet goes into. I don't want to get any of it on the material, so that will have to be covered as well. Hello. So the seat base is quite simple to do. You just tug up at the bottom and then you can pull them forwards like this. Wow, got an iPhone key and that radar NKS key, look at that. No joke, this is all legit, mind. Radar NKS. Well, I've got someone's radar station key, it looks like. So basically, behind here, I'll show you in a moment, these have two little metal bars that you can basically pull in. And you can basically remove it like that. Nothing else to find other than the key. So you guys are watching this video here, so you're going to get to see me do it first. Now for you that's fine, because you know what to do. I don't. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to spray a little bit in the middle of the carpet here, to make sure I know what the spray is like. I don't want to start spraying and it goes all over the plastic, so I want to see how good that spray is first. Maybe finally adjust it so it's not too harsh. Once I've got it sprayed nicely, I'm going to work my way around and build it in. So let's have a little look. Just going to aim it down here for a minute. It's starting to pump the fluid through. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite fine. Look at that. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, I could start, and I'm hoping the dye will come off as I've got a little bit of overspray on the plastics here, so I didn't really plan that very well, which isn't really ideal. But what I've done is, what you're doing is you're spraying a layer on and you're combing it in one direction. You want to comb that carpet in one direction. It also helps to spread the actual ink into the fibres better as well. like so. Now the hardest thing as well is, I'm doing this in the shade, so it's hard to see exactly how dark it is. But for me, it's going to take quite a few sprays to get it to be dark enough because of it being a cream carpet underneath. But yeah, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get myself up now. I'm worried about getting, I'm laughing because I'm worried about getting ink on the carpet, but it's like a natural response, but that's obviously what we're doing here today. So we are coming back up to this point here. Just going to adjust this up a little bit. There we are. So we're coming up to here, where the plug is. So what I'm actually doing is I am placing this on here while I'm spraying up along the plastics here just to get a bit more protection. As you can see, it doesn't need a lot to really start to darken up the fabric. This is here in the light, and as you can see here in the light, that's actually a really nice dark black colour, which is amazing. So I would say I'm going to add a little bit more dye into the front there, but I would say we're pretty much done. I find it's best to get in there and get up close with the spray bottle. You sort of want to be... Oh shit. I might end up plating the plastics, look. What a disaster. I'm hoping White Spirit will get it off. I'm not too sure. I will have to try that in a moment, because that's not ideal. If not, worst case, I will have to get plastic wrap out and basically cover the lower panels and actually dye the panels. But we'll see if I can get that to come off of White Spirit in a moment. But yeah, that is the front, as far as I'm aware, that is the front wheel arch done. And actually it's quite quick and efficient. I'm going to do one more spray over because I've got plenty of liquid left. The bottle's only 750ml, so roughly speaking I've got 6 bottles worth. So if I'm only using one bottle for one part of the for one footwell area, then I'm going to have plenty left over for the boot as well, which should be good. So I'm going to do one more spray through, but that's looking, in my opinion, to be quite nice. Now I don't know when this dries whether it will dry up a bit lighter, but it seems to be holding that colour in there, which is good. So yeah, I'm going to go for one more spray through and that'll be the front done. Yes, people. Now, it's a bit of overspray, don't be hating. The overspray will come off with White Spirit, but there we are. Look at that. Even in the light you can see how nice that's come out. Fairly consistent as well. Come over the other side so you can see around. Look at that. Amazing. I'm actually going to take my whole boot out while I'm there. That, people, that looks so good. So now I'm going to leave it to dry out, and then I'm going to go through the interior when it's dry and get all of the overspray bits off with some White Spirit before I put the seats back in. Just going to make it easier to unpeel the tape and get to all the plastics, but I need to wait until the interior is dry, so I'll be back to clean up all the contaminants when the carpet's dry, get the interior back in, and I'll show you the final shot. The boot I'm going to do as well, that needs doing, but I'm going to do that at another day when I've got a bit of free time and I can clear the boot out and do all that properly. So for now, I'm very happy with that. So the dye kit cost me £44, and that is 5 litres. That has done the whole interior, and I think I've actually got enough there to do the boot. So on another day from this, I'm going to do the boot as well. Now, I was pretty scared at first, but actually it worked really, really well. And for anyone that wants to improve their interior darkness, improve the black, or wants to go from a cream or an alternative coloured carpet to black, then that is an easy way to do it. And actually I wouldn't be scared to do it again in another car and probably do some other colours, but for now the black looks perfect. And like I said, when it comes to applying it, make sure you spray it on there fairly hard, use the sponge to brush it in one direction until it all looks really crisp and clear and pretty consistent throughout the rest of it. I've even dyed my arm and my shoes and most of my interior plastics. So when it comes to prepping, of course, also do better than me and cover it all the way up the side of the trims rather than just a few bits of tape, because I've got quite a lot of clean down work to do tomorrow when I come out here and take it all off But it was excellent, cheap, cost effective, and I'm really happy with the final look of my interior. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you soon in the very next one.